MLB bets and analysis Friday, August 9th, guys. Currently on a 6-3 MLB run. High 60s. Today we'll make it 7-3 to make it 70%. Got a big play lined up for you guys. I'm going to place it live in front of you guys as I do in every show through the Hard Rock app, placing a $3,000 bet and might be taking two plays. So stay tuned to the whole video because I'll be placing a bet in the beginning of the video and at the end of the video. Now, guys, before I start off with the analysis, which you guys are here for, I want to thank everybody that's watching the show, everybody that's sharing, everybody that's liking and commenting. It goes a long way. The show's growing little by little, but I do see it and I do appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying this, if you guys are learning, if you guys are growing, all I ask for you guys to do is to share the show, like, subscribe, and comment. It goes a long way. Along with that too, guys, two things, right? The community I've always spoken to you guys about. I am capping it at 225 people total. So if you guys are interested in joining, there's a couple spots left. After that, I am closing it because I want to keep it compact and help everybody that's in there. If it grows too much, it's going to be tough for me to help every one of you guys. And the whole point of the community is for you guys to learn and grow. And I wanted to show you guys this. Yesterday we had a live call. Almost 60 people joined. And you guys see it right here. Wow, bro, damn powerful. Thanks for sharing. God bless Ezra, one of the members that shared a powerful story from being in the community. You have a great community. The people are enjoying this and learning, guys. And if you guys are ready to be part of a group that not only gives you winners, but you're going to grow within the community with everybody that's like-minded, that's looking to help out, give you guys pointers, and just see you guys win. This is a community, guys. And I want to give a huge shout out to one of our members, Kathy. She's a mother. She didn't know anything about sports a couple of weeks ago. Now she's making her own lines, and you guys can see her right here. She's crushing, guys. She's 5-0 this week. She's doing this, the things I taught her to do to help her make money on the side from her current job and potentially build a second source of income, guys. So again, if you guys are interested in this, won't harp on it too much. There's 188 members. There are a couple spots left at 225. The group will be closed and there will be a waiting list for this group. You guys get my daily analysis, what you guys are seeing here in this YouTube show, but more in depth. I cover more games. I cover a lot of my strategies and things that I don't cover in this YouTube show because I'm trying to keep it within 10 to 15 minutes long. So there's that, guys. Let's get to today. So first thing we're going to look at is OBP and OPS, guys. Milwaukee Brewers crushing. I'm very surprised at the way they swept the Braves these past 3 days. They crushed it. Red Sox, Padres crushing. Yankees, Diamondbacks, and at the bottom, got Chicago, Rangers, Rockies, Mariners, Athletics, right? Now today, I always talk about OBP being very important, but today, one game that's standing out for me is one that I'm going to talk about right now, and it's the Yankees versus the Rangers, guys. So a game where Rangers right now, they're pretty injured, they're pretty hurt, so they brought up Bradford up from the AAA a couple weeks back. He's a lefty. He's been striking out good amount of pitchers. He struck out a good amount versus the Red Sox his first time out. He's a lefty. Now, couple things stand out in this game for me. First one, the way Yankees hit lefties, right? So over the last 5 games they faced a lefty, they've averaged 1.6 runs over 9 innings and an average of .111, right? Now, Texas isn't that impressive, but they do got Corey Seager, and Corey Seager crushes lefties, and he's their best player. He's their Aaron Judge, right? But they are doing a little bit better. Along with that, little things that a lot of people don't factor in is rest. Texas did not play yesterday. They had a rest day yesterday, so their bullpen is going to be clear to close this game out if they need to, whereas the Yankees did play yesterday, and they've lost the last 2 versus the Angels. Surprising? Not really. They've been a little bit back and forth, but those 2 losses to me speak a lot. You're not supposed to lose 2 out of 3 games against the Angels in your home, especially a Yankees team that's fighting for a divisional spot against the Baltimore. But both these teams are still alive and fighting for it. Texas is 5.5 games back from their divisional title and to make the playoffs, and the Yankees are fighting for a divisional spot too. So they both have motivation. Texas has rest. They haven't been playing too well when it comes to OBP, OPS, and they're 3-7 over their last 10. But the way the Yankees hit lefties has always stuck with me this season. I always fade the Yankees when they play a lefty. And if you've been in my community, if you watched this YouTube show multiple times, we've talked about it multiple times. Versus Atlanta with Max Fried, we faded him because he was a lefty. In multiple spots, we've faded them. Now, a couple other things regarding this game. Yankees are going to be the team with the most bets today in money, 70-85%, loop-sided. The line opened up at -180 with barely any support going to the Rangers, yet the line has gone down to -170, -175, depending on the book. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this line movement for the rest of the day. I'm personally not going to touch this game right now, but I want to see how this line moves. If it goes a little bit further to -165, -160, I'd run with the Rangers +1.5 for safety. Not money line, but I'd take them +1.5, considering the fact that they're rested. Pitching matchup, they're facing a lefty. Bradford, yes, he's new. Rodon has not been impressive, guys. I mean, He came back from the post All-Star break, and we can pull it up right here. He's done a little bit better. But his last time out, he gave up 3 earned runs, 1, 2, 3. Gave it against Toronto, 2 against Boston, 1 against Tampa Bay, which is impressive. But altogether, I still don't trust Rodon truly, and I think this is a rather even pitching matchup. And when we look at matchups too, Yankees versus Texas, right? So let's pull up the matchups, right? New York has not seen Bradford at all, right? Whereas Texas has seen Rodon just a little bit. It's a small edge, but small edges go a long way. So when it comes to matchups, it favors the Texas Rangers. When it comes to pitchers, I think it's rather even though Bradford's new. He is a lefty, and Yankees struggle against lefties. Bullpen, Texas Rangers bullpen is healthy, is rested as well, and they got a couple players that stand out to me in the bullpen today, which to me is a big reason why I like him. Kirby Yates, to me, one of the best closers and one of the best bullpen pitchers in the league right now. He has 3 days of rest. He will be used today. Jose Leclerc, I mean, he pitched well last season. He's struggled a bit this season, but he has stepped up over the past few days. And David Robinson, he pitched 2 days ago, but he only threw 12 pitches. And if you guys ever want to know a little bit more, you just click it in covers.com, see when he last played, and you see right here, he threw 12 pitches. So he's rested, guys. He'll be available today, and this guy's an ace. This guy, in my opinion, is one of the best bullpen pitchers as well. So, in my opinion, I wouldn't be Superman and try to take the Rangers money line in this spot, but plus 1.5 speaks, and it speaks volumes, especially with the reverse line movement, them having rest, them hitting lefties better than the Yankees do. And in my opinion, that's the play I would take. But again, I want you guys to learn from this and look at the line. If the line goes below minus 170, minus 170, minus 175 to minus 165, guys, that's a clear reverse line movement, and that line should not be moving that way with all the money and support going to the Yankees. So pay attention to that today, and it leads me to the last game I'm going to talk to you guys about here, which is Houston at Boston, guys. So Boston's been trending upwards. Let's pull up the matchups here in covers.com. Surprisingly, Covers doesn't have the pitching matchups up. I don't know why, but I'll pull it up right here in MLB.com. But this matchup altogether, Houston leads at 6-4. Nothing too significant. They have taken the last 3, right? Houston 2-2 over the last 4. Boston 3-1 over the last 4. Now, a couple things stand out in this game. If you guys don't know the matchup, it's Hoke against Blanco, and I'll pull up the matchup right now. But Boston just lost their last game. They played 2 days ago, and Houston won the last game they played, right? And this stands out to me big time. Boston in game 1s after a loss are 3-9 in a series, and they just lost. Houston is 12-9. Now, does this stand out? Is this something that's going to make me take this play right away? No. I want to look at it a little bit further before making any decision. Now, when we pull up Ronel Blanco, he's, over those last 3 games, he's given up some runs, 2, 4, 4. Not too impressive, but he does significantly better away than he does at home. 5-2, 2.87 ERA, whereas at home he does 4-4. When we look at Tanner Hoke, he's been struggling as of late, guys. Last outing against Texas, he gave up 6 runs. Prior to that, to New York, 3. Before that, to Colorado Rockies, a team that's not too impressive, he gave up 4. So he's clearly struggling right now. And he's the type of player, too, that he doesn't do too well at home. I mean, he's 4-5, 3.0 ERA. A player of his caliber should be doing better at home, right? Now, a key injury in this game that I also noticed was Tyler O'Neill, guys. He is out with illness, and this guy has been lights out for the Boston Red Sox. Now, do they still have a studded lineup? Of course they do. They still have Devers. They still have Duran and multiple players that can get the job done with this game. Now, Rodel Blanco is a pitcher that they have not seen too well. I wish Covers had put this up, but when we look at Blanco's game logs and batters versus pitchers, you can all see this in MLB.com. You can put up previous years, and this year, he hasn't faced the Boston Red Sox, right? 2023, he hadn't faced them either, right? So we don't have enough data on that. Now, let's pull up Tanner Hoke, right, to see how he's done against Houston Astros if the data's there, right? Houston Astros, he has not faced them this season. Let's pull up 2023. Houston Astros, let's see how he did, right? So in that game, he gave up a total of 4 hits, 3 RBIs and 1 home run, which came from Kyle Tucker, essentially. Other than that, the other one was Martin Maldonado, which he's not in the team anymore. So both these teams are facing pitchers that they pretty much haven't seen. Kyle Tucker and Maldonado aren't in the teams anymore, so we can't even factor that in. Are there other hits that can count? Let's pull it up. Hits. Dubon hit him. Alex Bregman hit him. Kyle Tucker hit him. So Dubon and Bregman are still in the team. They might be able to hit him and have a little bit of experience. But when it comes to matchup hitters-wise, it's pretty even. They haven't really seen the pitchers. When it comes to pitching matchups, Rodel Blanco's been pitching better. And based on the earned runs over the last 3 games and the splits that I just showed you, Blanco's pitching a bit better. And this line altogether, catching it at plus 110 against Boston Red Sox, I like it, guys. I know one thing that is a concern of mine is the OBP and OPS. Boston Red Sox hot right now. They're hitting really well altogether. But with what I just told you, in my opinion, defense wins championships in any sport. Baseball, basketball, football. Defense for baseball is pitching matchups and the outfields. Pitching matters more than batters. And pitching matchup, it favors the Houston Astros. They have a rested bullpen as well, just like the Red Sox, right? Boston is at home. They're coming out from a loss, but that stat that I just showed you stands out. 3-9 in game ones after a loss. That screams to me, guys. And catching a Houston Astros team at plus 110 is big, guys. Their lineup is starting to get healthier. Kyle Tucker's still out, unfortunately. But those top 3 are hitters, guys. Bregman, Altuve, and Jordy Alvarez. I mean, that's a scary top 3 to face. And catching them again at plus 110 for a game that, in my opinion, should be a little bit more even is a gimme, guys. So that is the play for today. Let's log into the Hard Rock app. I'm already logged in. Let it verify the location. Let's pull up Houston Astros. Let's lock it in for $3,000. $3,000 to win $3,300. The bet's been placed, guys. Houston Astros. Blanco will dominate this matchup. He's better at home. At away games, 5-2 over his last season away games. And altogether, guys, arrested Houston Astros team facing a Hoke, which, let's call it what it is. He's been struggling, as I just showed you guys, over those last 3 games. I'll pull it up here again. Last 3 games, he's given up 13 runs. 13 runs over the last 3 games he's given up. So a guy that's struggling a little bit, he's a stud, but this is a momentum-driven sport where momentum matters, guys. Teams get hot, teams get cold, pitchers get hot, pitchers get cold, and we see it from the best of the best, right? From the best of Aaron Judge to every single player, right? You see Vladdy Guerrero from the Toronto Blue Jays started terribly this season, and now look at him. This guy is lights out. He's hitting on everybody. Momentum matters, guys. So that's it for today, guys. Next show will be on Monday for YouTube, guys. I don't do this on the weekends. If you guys want my full in-depth analysis for this weekend's plays and not miss any action, guys, and learn from the community, grow, and along with that, get my strategy so you guys can start doing this by yourselves and build that skill, then in the long run, it's going to pay out big time because this industry is just getting started. Then click the link below, guys. The community is still open. But again, guys, at 225, I am closing the community. I want to keep it compact, and I want to help everybody that's in there and not get overwhelmed by 500 members. Rather, just keep it at 225. So that's it for today, guys. Enjoy the weekend. If you're joining the community, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow.